Hey everybody, welcome to Hey DFW. It has been a long year, but I don't want to get into that. This is my first show for the year, so thank you guys so much for supporting me, still following my page, and all that good stuff. So, before we get in our show with our guests, let's talk about our sponsor, which is my company, Specs Custom Writing Services. Specs Custom Writing Services is a boutique writing agency that specializes in resumes, CVs, cover letters, thank you letters, and also bios. So please follow us online at Specs Writing on Instagram and Facebook. All right. One second. Let me make sure I can share this video. Because before I introduce, I'm gonna give the phone to Cat. You Cat, because I don't know how to do this.
What? Oh, you're sharing.
Yeah, to share it to my personal Facebook page that shall remain nameless. Okay. Make sure that talking gets out of there. Okay. All right. So you guys, today my first guest is artist, community organizer, and serial entrepreneur Ron King. Say hey everybody.
What up, dude?
Yay.
It don't
Okay.
stop.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Detroit, yeah.
Okay, because you have an accent like I do, but I have
I
an
get
Alabama
that a
accent.
lot, but I don't know.
How long you been in Dallas?
I've been in Dallas for like almost 3 years now.
Oh, so we're twins.
Yeah.
What
Oh, you
brought you
been
down
3 years too?
here?
Actually, really, my queen brought me down here for real.
Okay, shouts
Yeah,
out to Queen.
yeah.
All right, girl.
Hey, salute.
Okay, so you like it so far?
It's cool, actually. It's a different type of vibe. I
Yeah.
think anywhere that you move, any place that you move to where you're not from, and I think it's just a fresh start. It's like a new beginning if you make it that. So,
Right.
Dallas has been like a new beginning for me, for sure.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. All right. So before we go into everything that I've researched about you, I like to learn about my guests, and I like for everyone else to learn about you as well. So can you tell everybody a little bit about your background?
Okay, so for those who don't know, my name is King Ron or Ron King. I go by both. Um, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. As I stated, I've been in the DFW area for about almost 3 years. I'm mostly known for my community activist background and working with the community, doing a lot of community work. Started with an organization by the name of New Era Detroit that's based in Detroit. And I'm actually like a field marshal for the whole New Era Nation. I'm also an artist as well, so some people know me for my music. The music that I make is geared towards uplifting the community, spreading a positive message, and kind of just telling the story really how it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as far as my serial entrepreneur background, I have done everything from sell lemonade to sell T-shirts.
All right, all right. We like it. We love it
100 grand.
here. Okay, so what is your role in New Era Dallas? Because I saw that they were affiliated with New Era Detroit. So can you tell everybody what is New Era Dallas?
Okay, so New Era Dallas is the Dallas chapter of the New Era movement. So I am the
Mm-hmm.
president of New Era Dallas. We just recently started in Dallas. Once I came down here, kind of
Mm-hmm.
got myself situated. Uh, Pick that right back up. You know what I mean? Because that's just really what I do. Our main thing is really to uplift the community, going to places where some will call the worst areas in urban communities, uplift the people and spread a positive message and let people know that there's people out there that look like them. That's here to lend a hand and to help revitalize the community.
What made you decide to go that route? Just like, hey, I think, just from just giving back, what just made you decide to just,
I
pursue
guess when
that?
I first started in the movement, it was kind of around the time where the Trayvon Martin situation had occurred, and I was still like head first in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Meaning like I was participating in the stuff that go on in the neighborhood, and meaning that I wasn't really necessary uh, in that stage of my life where I said I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna give back or I'm gonna be a community activist or anything like that. I was more so contributing to uh, the bad stuff that was going on in my community, and then I just kind of had like a awakening, pretty much. It was just an awakening where I just realized, like, you know what, I'm no longer gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm no longer gonna be a asset to tearing down my community. When I decided to reverse it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be somebody that's gonna be there to play a role that's gonna better my community. You know what I mean? Not just kind of just like I said, it was just an awakening. It was just a thing where I was just like, you know what, I can't live life like this no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never been to prison, but I was on my way.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it was just a thing I had to make a decision. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this decision. This the path I'm going. I got to that
Right.
fork in the road, and I was just like, should I go this way or should I go that way? My homies was over there like, yo, come on back this way.
Yeah.
That's lame. Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I was looking over there, and I was just like, it was kind of the unknown for me. Even though in my heart and in my spirit, like I really, I'm naturally really a good person, but
Right.
we all have ups and downs.
Yeah.
We all got that something in us that kind of make us make the wrong decisions. So it was just that time in my life where I just had to make better decisions, and that's what I chose to do, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay, it's very rewarding, I see.
It is, yeah. It don't have to be.
Yeah.
It ain't necessarily gonna be no money or nothing like that. It's
Yeah.
gonna be more so of a spiritual, like spiritual money. You know what I mean? Where you get blessed in so many different ways, and people respect you, and people look for you. You know what I mean? For certain situations, they look for you to speak on these issues. They respect your opinion. They respect what you stand for overall. So it's a lot of different things that come from it outside of like material blessings. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, have you had a chance to like reform anybody that, may have,
Wow.
kind of experienced a certain lifestyle?
Yes. Actually, we got I have a mentor program. It's called the Building Young Kings and Queens program. But when I first started, it was originally just called the Building Young Kings program. And we went to a high school in Detroit. And basically what we did was we were able to like be big brothers to this group of youth, you know what I mean, who had never had it. And then there was just a platform that we had in Detroit where it was just like, we didn't really have no rules there, where they didn't tell us like, hey, you only could talk about this, you only could talk about that. They put us in a room, and basically they let us do pretty much what we wanted to do. You know what I mean? And in our situation, in our case, we was able to teach the youth the truth about themselves, and also give them alternatives, and also even introduce them to being an entrepreneur. We had different entrepreneurs come up to the school, and different from different backgrounds. So we had DJs come up there, people who own beverage companies, people who own shoe companies, all of these different things. We allowed them to see that somebody that looked like them can do that. You know what I mean? You don't have to
Right.
just go work a job. You don't have to wait. For one, you don't have to wait till you turn 18 to get a job. You can start today.
Right.
And you don't have to go with the status quo. Status quo is pretty much when they ask the kids what they want to be in life, everybody say the same thing. Oh, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a lawyer. And the list is really slim.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And coming from where I come from, and everybody know the truth. We really know how it go. It's really a small percentage that they gonna get into that. Not saying that I want to kill those dreams and say that you can't do that, but why they never told you can own your own business? Why they never told you can own a gas station? Why they never told you can own a store? Why they
Yeah.
never told you could be a business owner? Why you always got to be working for somebody? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Them
We've been
student
able to
loans,
help
y'all.
a lot of youth.
Yeah. I definitely, if I had to do, I still, I'm happy about going to school, but I definitely wish I still would have decided like early on to do a business. I think it's so much more rewarding for that. So I saw also on your Instagram page you were doing a hood to hood and an initiative and your community engagement programs. Is that part of it?
Yes,
Talking
ma'am.
to the youth?
Well, we gonna see the youth when we go out there. So the Hood to Hood program is based on going to different neighborhoods in any urban city. So here we in Dallas. So we be in Dallas, South Dallas. We in the DFW. We done been to Fort Worth.
Okay.
We do a lot of stuff in Dallas though. But we have done work in Fort Worth as well. Been to Oak Cliff. different neighborhoods, the Highlands over there in the project, stuff like that. The hood to hood is when we basically go to different neighborhoods and we spread love and positivity. So they see a group of people and they think it's a protest. They're like, oh, is they protesting? What y'all protesting? What this about? Like, dude, guess what, bro? We're not even protesting. We just out here showing love just cause.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we out there doing. So we out there giving out resources. We got produce boxes, food boxes, grocery bags, fresh groceries that we got that day, giving out to the elders, single mothers, things of that sort. And it's just to engage with the community, let them know, as I stated, people that look like them that's able to get them a hand, you know what I mean? And we not getting paid to do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody pays us to be out there and do that. And in doing so, while we doing the hood to hood, we got the music playing. We find ways that we can relate to the community and build with the community. They like, oh, okay, hey, they hype.
Yeah.
They liking what we doing. We getting
Right.
U-Haul. U-Haul got the DJ on it. Here in Dallas, we've been able to reach out to a good brother by the name of King Shakur. I don't know if you ever heard of Volunteering While Black.
I haven't. Tell me
Yeah,
about it.
so we started to let the people know as well too that New Era Dallas is just a year old. You know what I mean? So we just started last year, but I've been organizing with New Era Detroit since the beginning. They started in 2014, and I became a member of the organization in 2015, and I've been a member ever since. So we'll be having our 7th anniversary August 17th, which is gonna be coming up in about 9 days.
All right.
Yeah, so basically last year we were able to partner with King Shakur with our first hood to hood. King Shakur is a DJ, a community DJ. Basically, he worked for the people. So if somebody call him, a community organization, neighborhood call him, and if he available, he will volunteer his time and come out and DJ your event and DJ at your function, community function, or anything like that. So in our case, we was able to be blessed with his presence and him come out and help us and be a DJ for us, so we can be able to amplify that energy through the music ways. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different things that's getting our people, which is music.
Yeah.
What else can we say that's detrimental to our people? You know what I mean? Because when you play the radio, what you hear?
Music.
Exactly.
I like dancing, food.
There you go.
I like some good food, y'all. That's probably my thing.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
we do that so we can be able to. That's one of our ways to engage. Also, while we out there, we cleaning up.
Okay.
So we out there picking up trash, letting people know that we can make our community better. Nobody else gonna make our community better. You can sit and wait on somebody as long as you want. You just gonna be waiting. We gotta save ourselves. You know what I mean? If we want to make this better, we gotta make it better. You know what I mean? Nobody else gonna make it better. So that's what the Hood to Hood program is based about. And it's basically we started in Detroit. And the program is we've been able to branch out to 16 different cities.
Okay.
So
that's
on
pretty
Saturdays
good.
during the summer, in 16 different cities, we doing the Hood to Hood program in all of those cities on the same day at the same time.
That's pretty good. So through your observation, what do you feel like the Black community, how do I say, maybe lacking in resources, or what do you think that, what is the common denominator from your observation that you just see where it's like, you know what, we really need help with?
I would say that the Black community, number one, we need unity. But before we need unity, we need organization. Organization is key in the Black community. We have to learn to organize. You know what I mean? But in the organizing, we have to learn to unify with one another. Literally, like a serious unification, not like the way that the unity is now is it's not real unity. I think we have good intentions and we really want to be unified for real, but I think due to like all of the different issues that we face with the community being at so many different odds, it's so hard. You know what I mean? It's really like this thing where it's called divide and conquer. You know, that's real in the Black community. You know, it's like they want us to be divided by all means. You know what I mean? So they do different things. It never changed. You know what I mean? I was just watching old documentaries. I'm talking about 2-hour documentaries about Black leaders, and Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, and all of these different people. And I seen that through all of those different cases, it all came down to divide and conquer. You know what I mean? Where they divided us, you had one individual that was a part of the organization, and then you know, you had the leader, and then you had that one individual that would go and work with the feds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover and
Yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover brought down a lot of our different movements. He brought down Marcus Garvey. He brought down the Black Panthers. And in doing so, it was always one mode inside the organization that worked with them that helped bring the Messiah down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that
it's
really
very
bothers
sad.
you. Because
Yeah.
it's like that now. You know what I mean? With the
Yeah.
organizations now, it's so many different organizations, you know? And we all really pretty much, sometimes I sit and watch people lives, and I done watch people YouTube videos, or sometimes people just pop up, you know, they go viral doing something. And I realize that a lot of these organizations, we all pretty much got the same mission statement to some degree, but it's hard for us to come together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As soon as we get out there, it's like an ego thing. We got to get rid of the ego. To answer your question,
Yeah.
we got to get rid of the ego. You know what I mean? We got to really learn to like be humble and be modest. In some cases, we're not trying to unify with anybody that's detrimental to the community and to the movement. Of course, we don't want to unify with them. You
Right.
know what I mean? If they gonna sell us out, then no. You know what I mean? But for those who are strong, all the strong soldiers and the strong people that's in the movement, the you know, the leaders that's focused, that's on the right page, you know, that know what they doing, and they, you know, they not leaning us off a cliff.
Right.
We should support each other and learn to really shake hands and unify. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's one of the main things for us in the community. It's
That's a
hard.
good
It's
point,
not
though.
easy.
Yeah, it is. It's very much so like that. I saw also that you had a tour coming up.
Oh yeah. Well, we've been on the tour actually. So
Okay.
so we this far we done been to. We started in Dallas. They came here back in March. The whole movement came. So basically, like out of the people that's in the 16 different cities, we all travel together and go to each other's cities. So this year we happen to be first on the list. The president of the organization, New Era Nation, is Isaiah Zeke Williams. His queen her name is Kiera Williams. Well, she will be Williams. On the 21st, they're gonna be getting married. So salute to them.
Hey.
Congratulations
Hey,
to
girl.
our founder and our
Yeah.
first lady. But we started in Dallas, then we went on to Chicago. We got history with Chicago. Chicago was our sister chapter, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we started Detroit, and then our second chapter ever was Chicago. So just
Okay.
imagine Detroit and Chicago together. Come on now.
Yeah.
I always say we cousins. They know anybody that's watching and listen, they like, yeah, we cousins. So after that, after Chicago, we were able to go to Cleveland. We've been to Cleveland this year. We also went to Baltimore and Philly. And then the last chapter we just did was the last tour, the last place on the tour was the DMV, and then we went to Richmond, Virginia.
What happens on the tour?
Okay, so basically the tour is pretty much like a nationwide hood to hood. So
Okay.
basically we perform a hood to hood, and another one of our programs is called the Meet in the Streets. That's like a program. It's the conflict resolution program. So basically we're talking about the issues vocally in the areas where the stuff going down at. You know what I mean? So wherever the issue is at, we in the community on that corner, wherever it's popping at, wherever it go down at,
Yeah.
we there in the midst of that, and we giving the message to the people vocally. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
they out there, they listen. They don't get this every day.
Yeah.
So a lot of them, they might be, partaking in what they do. We don't judge our people. You know what I mean? We're not gonna let nobody just do nothing crazy around us. but
Right.
We don't judge them. We just try to be a help in that moment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So us doing that, of course, it's not gonna stop overnight, but we just
Right.
let them know, hey, we see what y'all doing. We here, and we talking about the same issues that they play, and they over there shaking their head like, dang, you right.
Yeah.
And I guess in hopes to, just that it all stop one day, but that's pretty much what we do. We give our resources, we build with the people, we take that same energy, collective energy, and we pour it into that city. And not only that, we pour it into that chapter, those respective leaders that's out there in those different chapters. We pouring that energy into them, you know what I mean? Because they sometimes, like I say, it can get hard, doing this work. When you go out
Right.
into those places, it can be discouraging. Seeing your people like that. When we went to Baltimore, probably one of the worst places I ever been or seen, like far as the youth, the condition of our youth. Never seen nothing like it. Like if you probably seen people on drugs before, but it was like older people and stuff. When you go to Baltimore, you see the youth on drugs,
That's scary.
on hard drugs, and it's not like nothing normal that you see. Like, we
Yeah.
don't see that where I'm from. I don't see that in Detroit.
Yeah.
I don't see it in Chicago. I never seen it. And none of the tours that we did. That was the first place that we went to, Baltimore, Maryland. And when we went in the community and the people, like the youth was strung out. It was like the worst sight ever, you know.
What do you think? What, a lot of times, like, everybody has their vice, and drugs can be a vice. So what do you think sometimes with poverty and drug use, like, where do they go hand in hand? Why is it like the mindset that, that you can't make it out? Like, what do you think happens?
I'm gonna stress this term right here. It's called systematic programming. So basically, it's a systematic programming of our people, in which we endure certain things. Certain things that go on in our community is not by like coincidence. It's certain things that go on in our community that's by design. It was designed for it to be that way. That's why when we do this tour, it's not no coincidence that everything is always the same in all of the communities. How do we go to this city, go across on the map, we go over there, and then we go over there, and it's all the same. You got a liquor store right there. Baltimore is an open drug market, so it's cops sitting right there while they serving people. So while they serving drugs and giving it to the youth, and he walking away, and he just took a hit, and he zoned out, the police is sitting right there, and they ain't doing nothing about it. You know what I mean? The open drug market is basically, so to go back to the music, all of this stuff right here is I call it it's basically marketing and promotion for prison, marketing and promotion for crime. You listen to this music, it's just blasting through the airways. It's talking about all type of crazy stuff. It used to be way cleaner than what it is now. Now when you hear it now, it's like it's uncut on the radio. So just imagine, people just got that pouring into their brain every day. And then when you look outside your door, you got the liquor store right there. If you wanted to go to church, the church and the liquor store is right next to each other.
Yeah.
In every black community, anywhere you go, you're going to see the churches right there, the liquor store right there, the open drug market. And then I just seen 3 people get shot last week.
Yeah.
You traumatized, you know what I mean, to some degree. Your mama missing, your daddy missing, something going on in your life that make you want to run for those issues. So you turn to drugs, you turn to something that's going to make you not face that, because that's a lot of, we dealing with a lot of different trauma, a lot of different emotions that's bottled up, stuff that we don't talk about. They don't mention it in school. There's no curriculum in school for it. There's no curriculum in the streets for it. Nobody talking about it. They talk about you soft. If you talk about your problems, if you talk about your issues, but all of this stuff is bottled up. So you got a bunch of different emotions bottled up. It turned to anxiety. Now you have anxiety. Now you having daily anxiety attacks. So every time you feel like you under anxiety, you under that pressure, you want to go smoke a cigarette, smoke a Black and Mild. If you can afford it, you're gonna go get some liquor. Start off smoking bud, and I don't know how they got into doing the other stuff, or the perks. That's easy. That's an easy way out. Perks and Xannies and stuff like that. That's an easy way out. You can easily just pop that. It's nothing.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
You ain't got to roll it. You ain't got to do nothing. You just pop it, drink some water, or drink whatever you gonna drink with it, and it's hitting you. Most of this stuff is laced with fentanyl. Yeah. So we lace. So all the people that we see now, they laced with fentanyl, and everything is laced. The weed is even laced with fentanyl. So here we go. Boom. Now we facing now it's crime going on in the community. It's not hard to get a gun in the Black community.
No.
It's not hard. Texas is different. I guess it's just an open market where you can just get a gun, to protect yourself for one, but you know how it goes.
Yeah.
It's a real deal. So basically when we go into these communities, we address these issues, but we also talking about solutions. You know what I mean? So we talk about basically just bringing up the conversation of mental illness. You know what I mean? Of post-traumatic stress. Stuff that because we all face issues. I still deal with my trauma that I faced. I lost my mom when I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was not easy for me.
Yeah.
And people didn't understand it. They not your mama, so they don't know how to react to it. And you acting out and you acting out of character or, out of emotion. they just point the finger at you and make you the bad guy, you know, in most
Yeah.
cases, you know. So that's what's been happening to people in the community. You know, some people I can't just like give everybody like a you know, just a scapegoat and just say, oh, you know, you can't hold yourself accountable, because that's what we talk about in our programs. Our 5 levels of accountability. Number 1 is self accountability. Number 2 is household accountability. Number 3 is community accountability. Number 4 is political accountability, and number 5 is economic accountability. So in all of those different forms of accountability is where we hold each. For one, I hold myself accountable. For 2, I gotta make sure I hold my house accountable. Make sure I hold the crib accountable, because I can't be out in the movement and the
Yeah.
crib all messed up, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
true.
Take a break if you got to. You can't pour from an empty cup. Number 3 is community accountability, where, okay, well, I say I got myself together, I got the crib together. Now I can go out in the community and be a help to the community and hold the community accountable. Now I can see my brother out there like, bro, you got it, King. You got it. One day at a time. One day at a time, King.
We good on that sound, Cat? Okay.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, one day at a time, King. I know it's hard. I know life ain't been easy for you. I know that you know they been throwing a lot of hard balls your way, but you know, just focus, King. Look yourself in the mirror. You know who you is. You feel me?
Yeah.
Don't never forget who you is. You know what I mean? We've been able to endure so much up until this point. So my best advice to my people is just keep on going. One of my slogans is it don't stop. It keep going.
Yeah.
So, you know, some days I can take in the energy and be out there and receive it in a way, you know, where I'm like, okay, I could just motivate my people and not really be affected by what I'm seeing. And other times I can't say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it affects you when you see your
Yeah.
people so down and so low.
Yeah.
And you want to motivate them. I've been motivating you for a long time, you know what I mean? Or
Right.
just been, you know, encouraging and doing my best to do that. So then sometimes you just see that for some people that it's not gonna never work for them. You know what I mean? That your message not gonna get to them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Not that I'm saying that where in the sense where I'm knowing like, all right, I can look at you and tell if you listening to my message or not.
Yeah.
For most cases, some cases you get to a neighborhood, you only, I mean, that's cool because that's what it's about. You might just get one out of the 20 people that you touch. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
We love that,
yeah.
you know. But like I say, sometimes because we human too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I be in my higher self sometimes I'm like right there dead in the middle.
Yeah.
And it just affect me, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
bothers me to see my people like that, you know what I mean? Then
Yeah.
when you know that you know, we got so much work to do, you know?
Yeah, you know, and people don't understand that we're not really it's far removed from the civil rights and slavery and things. Even though it sounds far, but it's really not.
It ain't. It's really
because
not.
a lot of the people that you know were around. I mean, my sister was the only person, like not the only person, but out of like our household was the born with full rights, because when my mom was growing up she couldn't vote, and it was still Jim Crow laws in place. So that was in the 70s really. So that's not very far removed. So with that being said, a lot of those people who implemented those laws and put those things in place are still here, and they're filtering that
They got babies. They had babies.
yeah, information into their children. So it's pretty scary.
It is. Like I say, it can overwhelm you at times. You know what I mean? Just cause you all the way in. You get what I'm saying? So you got a group of people. You got some people that's with you that's not all the way in, and then you got some that's all the way in. I'm one of them people that's all the way in. You know what I mean? Where I done almost been put in prison for doing this work. Not I'm talking about literally in Chicago. Probably I think it was April 1st, 2016, where we even took our youth out there to Chicago. It was their first time traveling from Detroit to Chicago, and we went to Chicago, and all we did was spread love. We got the video. Like, we literally picked up trash. I'm talking about like 13 blocks or more, in the community where it was like 7 murders that just had occurred in the community and stuff, and they was like, it was like a gang war going on, and we was in that community in Inglewood, and all we did was spread love and positivity and give them a positive image of black men and women and children, and just letting them know, like, yeah, you know, just being positive, cleaning up everything. The youth out there, babies out there. We brought 10 youth from the mentor program to Chicago, and after we got done, we were attacked by at least 50 plus cops, and literally taser, beat with batons, everything. Like, we ain't do nothing but just spread love that day, and it filled them so much. It filled so much hate in their heart to see us out there doing that in that community, and the people show us so much love. I'm talking about people hanging out their windows in their house, and you just see all these different apartments and stuff. People hanging out their windows, people hanging out their cars, and they were just loving what they had saw. Just the image of us standing together, and just for us to get done and then get attacked and be trumped up on false charges of assault an officer and facing felonies. I'm talking 3 to 7 years in prison.
Yeah.
Just for spreading love. That can really deter you from the movement.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's so crazy. Cause I do have friends that are police officers, and, work with some, and it's just like how, that it's not all of them, but I feel like if there has to be some accountability for the ones who are doing things, just like, doctors who commit malpractice, it has to be the same level of accountability with the policing. I don't understand why there's not a level of accountability, why they allow, why it's allowed. I'm sorry that happened. That's so disturbing.
I know, right? So we face stuff like that, and we never really get to deal with it. You know what I mean? Because we still back out here. And you got to create that platform where we can face that. But we've been able to push through, and those youth were they were affected in that moment. We were able to keep them lifted, though. You know what I mean? And they understood in that moment, even when they were getting arrested, that it was for a good cause. Because, I mean, the only thing that they can really say is, I ain't do nothing. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? What did we do? And it just showed that that's how much they hate us. You know what I mean? To some degree. But moving forward, though, like I said, that was years ago, and we've been able to just continue to push forward and still stay positive and still stay strong, because we know that it's not just about me. You know what I mean? It's not just about us as a collective. It's really about the generations to come. You know what I mean? When my baby see this, and they follow us, and they can go on YouTube and look up a video and see us on there, then they see that we like the modern day Black Panthers. You know what I mean? People that they didn't get to see that. They've been able to they've been messing with that stuff. When you go in there and look up the Black Panthers, you barely even see that. That don't pop up no more. They created the Black Panther movie, and now when you look up Black Panther on YouTube,
that's all
you really don't see the real Black Panthers. But they really just kind of trying to control the narrative. So that's another thing that we promote, is us controlling the narrative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm happy that even I'm learning more and more stuff about just Black history, and just as far as what's been done. And I think it was something, I forgot the young lady's name, about a lot of towns were just underwater.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Black Bottom, Detroit.
What happened with Black Bottom, Detroit?
Oh, those were race riots, pretty much. Where we did go and say we separated and we was just doing our own thing. We in our community, we got our businesses and stuff like that going on. And then they would be looking from afar, how they got all these banks and these schools and stuff like that, and they would come firebomb the whole place. You know what I mean? So it's just stuff like that. I hate to be talking about just that, and I ain't trying to stir up no trauma, nothing like that, but that's just the reality.
I mean, but people need to know that these things have happened.
Yeah, some people don't even know, and they discredit us and say, "Oh man, y'all ain't doing nothing," but they didn't even get their history and knowing why what fields our passion. Why we so
Right.
passionate
And that
about
can set a
this, you know?
community back.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't know what you even passionate about. You
Right.
don't know, I ain't voting, man. Ain't nothing to vote about, man.
Right.
But then when
And I
you
have to
don't
tell
vote,
people, listen, people
that's
die
a
for
vote
this.
for the next man,
Yeah.
right? Now you got somebody in there that you don't like because you didn't vote.
Right.
Because
And-
we didn't
and
have
your
no
vote
political
matters.
accountability. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It count, and look what's happening in Texas. So,
Yeah.
but just moving forward, like I said, we're gonna be celebrating our 7-year anniversary in Miami this year, where we gonna be still going out doing the work and stuff like that. And just celebrating 7 years. We almost had 10 years. You know. What I
Okay,
mean?
congratulations.
You know, a lot of people didn't make it. You know, some people joined. A lot of Capo said best. He said, "People come and go, man."
Yeah.
You know, and we've seen a lot of people come. I'm sure some people had good intentions, you know, and stuff like that, but they just seen that, you know, like I say, it's certain things that will deter you in this
Yeah,
movement and
yeah.
make you say, you know what, I don't want to do this. I don't want to fight for
Yeah.
the next generation.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna focus on me and mine.
Yeah.
So we just them people that's I like to call us like real life superheroes, you know. In Detroit, it's a car. They call New Era. We pull up, you know, anytime. Same here in Dallas. We support our people. Shout out to all the organizations that's here in the DFW from in Dallas, and even also Fort Worth as well. Shout out to my good brother too, Raphael Wright. Make the Hood Great Again. It's a good brother that make these hats. It's only a few people in the DFW area that got some of these hats. These hats is exclusive.
I saw your handline. Make the Hood great again.
Tremonica Brown got one. She got the purple one. Players Montgomery from the Oak Cliff Veggie Project, he got one. His say.
Are you selling them so you can tell people where to buy them, or?
Yes, you can go on the website. It's makethehoodgreatagain.com. Makethehoodgreatagain.com. Once again, my brother Raphael Wright, he make these hats. Players Montgomery got the Make the Black Farms Great Again. And Devontae D. Peters, you know Devontae D. Peters,
Yeah,
Brother
Brother
Sharp.
Sharp, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he got the
Yeah,
hey, that's my
yeah.
cousin. I always say that's my cousin, so it's a
Okay.
joke. That's my cousin though. But he got the Make the Hood Healthy Again. For those who don't know, he got the Alkaline Hour over at Oak Cliff, the only health store in Dallas or in that area. So it's exclusive. Them the only people that got the hats right now. So.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about your music.
Okay.
All right, so what made you decide to say, okay, I'm going to rap and start a music career? Or how long you've been doing it?
I've been writing music really since I was a young boy. Since I was probably about 7, 8 years old. Really, I've been writing music. I used to just rap like how everybody else rap. You know what I mean? I used to, we used to talk about crazy stuff, degrading our people and shooting this person and shooting that person and this many guns and selling all of that stuff. That's how I started. Of course not when I was young like that, but as I got older, teenager and stuff like that, I started talking crazy. And then I just got to this point where I'm like, as I went into this activist vibe or that path, then I decided to start just putting more of a message in my music. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, it felt better. You know what I mean? Where even before I did that, I stopped cussing in my music. I'm like, you know what? I ain't cussing no more. That's just me. Some people might say it's lame, whatever. It is what it is.
It's not. I'm working
You
on
ain't
my
gotta
mouth
cuss,
as
right?
well.
You ain't
don't
gotta
have
cuss.
to.
I done
You
said
know?
all type of stuff. It sound like, but I never said a cuss word.
I found that I could put people. Oh no! You know what? Let's rephrase that. I can get my message across better if I don't say any curse words. Like, cause sometimes people don't hear you with all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if I'm communicating something of disappointment or I'm not satisfied with your conduct, I can get the message across better if I just communicate it clearly. Now, I'm not saying I do it in a nice way, but I get my point across. I have learned how to pretty much master getting my point across better that way. So nothing wrong with leaving curse words out your rap music.
All right. So that's how I started. I'm like, I ain't saying no cuss word. I still talking a little crazy, but I didn't say a cuss word though. Then you know what I'm like, I'm put this message in this music for my people,
Yeah.
and I love like the feedback that I was getting from my
Mm-hmm.
people, because I'm still a good rapper. I ain't just like no, some people get positive and it ain't all that interesting sometimes, for some of our people, they like,
Yeah.
no. I still can get a crowd with my music, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, with the message that I got. So that's pretty much what it is. I've been rapping since I was a young boy. Started taking my career serious probably in like 2012. And even up until this point right now, it's just really like it's just a passion, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm not really looking to like, I'm just gonna let the Most High use me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm just letting the Most High use me through my music, and then I'll just let whatever manifest.
All right. All right. We have about a few more minutes, so I'm gonna ask you the Haiti of W's top 5, which is what I do every time we wrap up a show.
Okay.
So it's just 5 random questions about yourself,
Okay.
and they're fun questions, but let me see. Well, one of them is not. But it's just something I always kind of like to know something kind of personal about someone.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So, who is your favorite artist and why?
My favorite artist, like music artist.
You can say any type of artist.
Okay, well, my favorite music artist it's probably gonna be between Jay-Z and Nas.
Okay.
I know that sounds crazy because
No,
it's
it
like
don't.
they up there, right? But
I love
it's
Jay-Z
almost like
and
somebody
Nas.
saying they like LeBron James, right? They gonna hate it. They be like, why you try to pick the best player? But
Yeah.
I love their music. They always got like a message in their music, and it be like good messages, stuff that get you going. You know what I mean? So I like that. That's the type of I like to listen to albums where I can listen to the whole album without having to
Right.
change it.
Yeah.
Them the two that I can listen to. Like right
And
now,
just
Nas just
go
dropped
on.
King Disease too.
Yeah, I
You
heard
feel me?
some of it. It was
And then they just dropped the
good.
song together, like "Sorry Not Sorry." I don't even think it's that many songs with them on the same song, but "Sorry
With
Not
Jay-Z
Sorry."
and Nas?
Yeah,
Oh, they have one on his new album?
that's on DJ Khaled album.
Okay,
But, you know
okay.
DJ Khaled like the all-star
Yeah.
album guy. So,
Yeah.
but he got them two on the same song. But Nas just dropped his new album, so but I like both of them. They dope.
All right. So if you could have a meeting with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
If I can have a meeting with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? That's a hard question. Oh, you know what? It would be with my mom for real.
Oh, yeah, I
real
like
talk.
that.
I ain't seen her since I was
That's
7,
what's
so
up. Yeah.
yeah, that's nah, I guess it ain't that hard. So yeah, it would
Yeah.
definitely be with my mom for sure.
Okay. If you had any advice for your younger self, what would it be?
Any advice for my younger self? The advice I would give to my younger self is I see greatness in you.
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
Very motivating, short and sweet, to the point. How do you handle criticism on something you are passionate about?
I guess that's one thing I could possibly work on. I don't get a lot of criticism. I guess the more criticism or positive criticism that I receive, the more I will be able to receive it. You know what I mean? So meaning basically I don't get a lot of criticism. So if I did get criticism, I wouldn't be able to take it that much. I mean I don't know how I take it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't receive it that much. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know how it's just like somebody trying to criticize you and criticize your show or something. Like, you know who you'll receive it from, and you know who you'll be like, they hating.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
is a hater. Stop hating on me. I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I would have to receive more criticism, or like depending on the criticism, positive criticism, bad criticism. For bad criticism, I know for a fact if it's online, I don't feed into online
No.
criticism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody
I can't. I'm too old.
Come on now.
I'm past the age.
Listen, if you up there, you'll never stoop down to somebody's
Yeah,
level because basically
yeah.
you'll be giving them a hand up. You'll
Yeah.
be putting them on your platform. So if you up there,
Yeah.
you'll put somebody on your platform just by acknowledging them.
Yep.
But positive criticism, I'm all for it. You know what I
like,
mean?
hey, you can do this, or I see you.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
And
I
like
can
you said,
receive it. Yeah,
depends
and it
on who it's
depends on the scenario,
from.
where I'm at, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Okay. And the last question, and we pretty much already kind of covered this one, but I had it on here. What inspires you just continue to give back? What just name like that one thing that just motivates you? It's like, you know what, I got to do this. This is it.
Honestly, for one, I would say that it's not a lot of people doing this work. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of, or if I could rephrase it, it's not a lot of people that really got they heart in it.
Yeah.
You know, you can go out and give back, but it's different ways to give back. You can go out and
Yeah.
give back, hand somebody some food, and walk away,
Yeah.
and don't even look at them.
Yeah.
You know, and still look down at them.
Yeah.
What's the point? Why you go
Right.
out there for?
Yeah.
My whole point is when I talk, I realize even when I'm talking to people, it's different forms of giving back. You know, sometimes you could just be talking to somebody, and somebody being a listening ear, and you could say something to, like, I pierce people. I done heard people tell me that I pierce through people. You know what I mean? So basically, I just think that it's like the way people receive it. You know what I mean? So if I'm saying something, I'll see people telling me, I didn't ask them that. It came from the people. It's almost like Lil Baby said. He said, I ain't never said I was the GOAT. The people said it. I never said I was the GOAT. People tell me this, like, bro, keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Keep on giving them messages out. I used to send out quotes every day. Like, I go on the rap scene in Detroit. Same here I did in Dallas. Just go out on the rap scene. I get numbers. I shake a million hands. With COVID, I kind of slow down on that. But when I go in a place, when I'm in the building, I'm shaking hands. Yo, how you doing? You all right today? Peace and love, bro. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm one of them type of
helps
people. Yeah, and
their
people
guard
told me,
down
like,
and they
don't stop doing that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't stop being that for people. You know, so that motivates me and that keeps me going. That fuels me. What don't fuel me or what keep me down is basically not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you know you're supposed to be doing something
Yeah.
and you ain't doing it,
Yeah. I
how you gonna feel? How that's gonna make you feel?
Right.
You like, I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
You started, you got it going. You ain't doing it no more. Now you feeling like anxiety.
Yeah.
You feeling shame, all type of stuff, different emotions.
Yeah.
So that's what it is for me. If I'm not doing that, then that's gonna be affecting me some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I need to be out there doing that work.
Or
I need to be out there
doing it,
giving
yeah.
back. You know,
Okay.
because that's what feel me. You know,
Yeah.
real talk.
Okay. Well, tell everybody where they can find you. Talk about all your social media handles, your YouTube channel that I stalked. I got on your YouTube channel, listened to some of your music. So tell them all that.
Okay, what you think about the music first?
I liked it. I had one song written down here, but it's "Walking My Purpose."
Walking in my purpose.
Yeah.
Wow, walking in my purpose. Walk. You know how I'm gonna try to speed it up. I made this song when I was I had my daughters. I got twin daughters.
Okay.
And we was kind of down and out, and I had no whip or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I had to get them to school, and I was catching the bus back and forth to school with them, and I created this song while riding the bus. Real
That's
talk.
what's
So
up.
it's a deep message in that because that's what it's about, walking in your purpose.
Yeah.
But y'all can follow me on Instagram at The Real King Ron, DAREALKINGRON. You can follow my Facebook at King Ron King. It's the same thing. Also can follow me on Twitter at The Real King Ron as well. Good chatting with y'all. Appreciate you for having me, Sister Erin. Shout out to Hey DFW. It don't stop.
All right, you guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all social media platforms at Hey DFW. Bye.